Yo, what's up? Thanks for being here. Still don't know how to start a video. That's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, but I'm here with Blueprints, one of my favorite games of all time, maybe my favorite game of all time. Definitely one of the best games to come out 2025. An incredible experience, really unique experience as well. Highly recommend for anyone who has yet to play this game to do so. It is one of a kind. I am not going to play the normal mode though. This is my main file right here, almost 100 hours in. And let me tell you, I still think there's so much that I don't know, that I have yet to discover. So many puzzles that I don't know the answers to. Puzzles that have required thinking outside of playing the game. Just kind of a quality of this game. But that's one that I love. I uh, I can't wait to get back into this, but for now, I want to do a day one challenge, a bequest percent, I believe is what it's called. And it's it's a very difficult challenge, very doable one, but nonetheless a very difficult one. In this, for those who don't know Blueprints, your goal is to, it's an elegant premise, it's to find the 46th room in your grand uncle's 45-room manor in order to receive his inheritance. He'll start to talk about that in a moment, but in a bequest percent, in a day one run, your goal is to get to that 46th room in one day, in the first day,
I, Herbert S.
which
Sinclair of the Mount
is
Holly Estate at Reddington,
is difficult.
publish and
It's not necessarily
declare
designed for that,
my
but
last will and testament,
nonetheless, it's
and
totally
hereby
possible.
revoke all wills and
I mean, I guess I don't know.
heretofore
It was probably
made
designed
by
for
me.
a day one to be possible.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew.
Needless to say that if you don't know the game and you're interested, definitely don't watch this. There will be tons of spoilers. Unlikely to be spoilers for those who have beaten, who have gotten to this 46th room,
on my aforementioned grandnephew
but have yet to continue
of the
thereafter.
46th room
Should be
of
totally
my
fine.
45-room estate.
Though, nonetheless,
The location
if you're
of the
worried
room
about
has
them,
been kept a secret from all
don't
the
spoil
staff
yourself.
and servants of the manor.
But
I
if you
am
don't care,
confident
or you
that
don't know
any
this, or you're not
heir
interested
worthy of the Sinclair
in playing it
legacy
yourself,
should have no trouble
then
discovering
yeah,
its
stay,
whereabouts
please.
within
Enjoy
a timely manner.
while I challenge
Should my
myself
grandnephew fail to uncover
to see if
this
I'm a
room
true
or provide
Blueprints.
proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March.
So I was just cringing at myself.
Herbert S. Sinclair.
One of my favorite parts about this game is how atmospheric it can feel. If you have yet to notice from the music and the editing, it's very tonally consistent. For a puzzle game or puzzle box game like this is, where you're figuring out various puzzles in one environment, to find some solution to something, I think that's very important. Cohesion, consistency, tone is a connection to all of those things. Now, I haven't done a day one in some time, though I'm sure it'll all come right back to me. I know there are many, many different strategies, all similar strategies, but still many different ones. Hope this is an excellent closet. Not a perfect closet, not the closet we know will give us a great chance, but nonetheless an excellent one. Now, a lot of the strategies you use while playing the base game, you kind of have to ignore here. Like going outside, for example, there's stuff to explore, but it won't really affect us in this run, so there's no need to waste those steps. Similarly, instead of making moves to generate or unlock permanent upgrades, whether it be through special items or otherwise, we want to focus on, instead of that, we want to focus on getting resources we know will guarantee us success. Steps are really important. Gems are important. Keys. Anything that could stop us from progressing. We want to make sure we're alleviating those pain points. Let's see here. All 3 boxes contain gems. The other 2 boxes contain gems. And this box contains gems. So the rules of this game are as follows. There's always one box that's only true, one box that's only false, and the prize is only in one box and the other 2 are always empty. So if we come back here, all 3 boxes contain gems. We know that's false because only one can contain gems. The other 2 boxes contain gems. For the same reasons, we know this is false because only one can contain, and this box contains them. This is the only true box. These are both false, which fits the rule. So this must have our treasure. And there they are. It's a pretty good spare room. Gets us to that 3rd rank. Could be worth going back now, but steps are an important resource to conserve. Though they don't matter until they matter. They are a resource for us to use. That is a trunk, which is great if we can get a sledgehammer. This is a little tricky. We'll go for the corridor here, and I think we'll go backward. Could potentially be a dead end. Just want to make sure that we have options. We don't want to squeeze ourselves into drafting into a corner. Not just literally, but in that we don't want to have only one door to go through. So this hallway, we lose a door, which is quite unfortunate, but opens up our options right here. West Wing Hall is very good. Gives us another door. Nursery is excellent. Excellent opening. Bedroom. We have 2 already, but we'll find another. We get a banana to eat, to chew on in the meantime. There's a bedroom right there. So these are both dead ends, which hurts quite a bit. We really want a garage. A garage can only appear on this west wing. So choosing a dead end here really limits our potential for a garage. Dining room early isn't great, but it allows us to to get what we want. This one's a little tricky. We don't have any coins for the commissary. Pantry might give us some, but it's not a great room. I mean, I think we have the ability to loop around to it. I don't know that we want to spend 2 gems, even if we might get some back. We don't have any green rooms yet, so this is potentially very valuable later. I think you have to kind of risk some things in these runs, always going for the best possible option rather than the safest option. For example, in this case, drawing room is decent, but losing a door is really hurts. It could connect us to the other one. Utility closet is very, very important. We don't want to skip out on that, even though it's a dead end. We have a key card, so we don't want to turn this off, otherwise it'll lock us out of some doors. We do get to turn the garage on, which will unlock the outer room for us, which is necessary for at least the strategy that I feel is the strongest, being the tomb, utilizing the tomb. Oh, nice, shovel. Hopefully this will get us some keys. But we won't complain about anything here. Okay, we'll complain about nothing. That we will complain about. This is pretty unfortunate. A kitchen normally is not bad. In fact, later days can be great, but we're not going to have a lot of money, and we might not need a lot of steps, so it's a bit painful. I think we might have to try to get around this storeroom for garage. If we can't get the garage, I think the run is pretty much a guaranteed loss. There's a potential to use the fountain outside. I'm just thinking in my head if there's any other way to get down there to where we need to go, but I don't believe so. I think running through all the options in my head. There may be one other I'm forgetting. It's been a little bit of time. But if the fountain is the only option, it's a very unreliable one. Alright, darkroom hurts because the utility closet is so far away. I don't think we can, because we only have one door, I think darkroom is too scary to rely on. I do not mind losing the coins for this. Drawing room is pretty fantastic. Conference room maybe better in some ways, but this could make sure that we have good outs in either direction, and we have the gem. So let's go for it. Now there is a little secret in this room. Can do our trusty code. I remember this. I have this memorized. Nice, I do. That's great. So we can get an extra gem. We're funding our cost of the drawing room. The garage is definitely the most important thing we need right now, and these rooms don't get us there. Okay, pantry will come in handy here. A few coins might matter, a few steps might matter. Alright, a locked door, our first locked door. I think it's worth it for now. The garage will give us 3 keys. Great Hall is pretty good, but I don't know. It's a little risky because we're gonna lose out on a key Dark room is more likely to have a security door, which we can take advantage of. And we could potentially have a better use for the Great Hall after a garage. We just have to get a little bit lucky, I think. Because it's too many steps to get back to the utility closet. Right now. These dots at the top correspond to rarity. This doesn't help us too much in figuring things out. It does help a little. For example, we know this is a common room. So that could be a dead end, more likely to be a dead end. Like lavatory, for example. This could be a 3-door room, like an aquarium or a boiler room. Could also be a laboratory. It does cost a gem, but it might be worth it. What dead ends cost gems that we can find right now? I don't know many. We know it can't be a red room, because red rooms don't cost gems. We don't have any hallways that only cost 1 gem. Bedrooms won't cost a gem. Now that we have nursery already. Could be a courtyard, but I think courtyard is common. I don't think there are other green rooms we can get that aren't on the edges. I don't see any bad possibilities here. Laboratory is probably the worst. If it's facing in the opposite direction, that could kill the run. I think these have bigger downsides. I mean, this could also be like a billiard room facing left. That would be fantastic. Facing west, that is. But there are too many other things it could be. We have the gems. I think we should go for it. And just, roll high, shoot for the moon. Okay, and it's a courtyard. That's pretty excellent. That's probably the best case scenario, to be honest. Oh, fantastic. Oh my gosh. 2 special items. We've got the sledgehammer and the metal detector here. It's going to help us quite a bit. We still have a trunk in the bedroom, which isn't too bad to get to. Go back to drawing room. We can try to find it. 2 dig spots. Great. Some steps to help us get there. Let's hope this is unlocked. And it is, and it's a garage. Wow. Okay. There's some potential in this run. I won't deny it. There's some interesting potential. There's a possibility we could go back to utility closet for the dark room. It's going to cost us a lot of steps, but if there's a battery pack in the dark room, then that will actually guarantee us the run. Or almost guarantee us the run. I'm not confident enough to go outside quite yet. To get the tomb, sorry, I'm just thinking here. I guess I could go outside and back to utility closet. Let's count some steps. 1 to the garage, 1 to the path, another garage path, fountain area, I forget what it's called, driveway, entrance hall, nook, hallway, west wing, dining room. Utility closet, that's 9. Then back to dining room, west hall, nook, entrance. It's a total of 14. It's a lot, but I think it's worth it. Because then from there we can go to bedroom. unlock the trunk, and then explore through drawing room. It kind of moves us away from the garage, but we need dice. If we get dice, we can guarantee the tomb. We still have a dining room, but it's kind of sequestered over there. It might be worth going back to the utility closet only when we have unlocked the dining room. So maybe let's do that first. Try to get to rank 8. We've got the keys, we've got the key card. Wow, Great Hall could be very necessary. It could be really important, and it's going to guarantee us a rank 8. Doesn't cost us any gems. Yeah, I think. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't hate Bunk Room here. Truthfully, I don't. It's not that hard to get around it from Great Hall, but the problem is finding the unlocked door on the west side of the Great Hall. Doing that efficiently. I mean, I can guarantee it there, but I'll lose 3 keys. All my keys. Boudoir gets us a gem. And some steps. And it gives us the option to enter the antechamber from the south. Though, the Great Hall has an east lever, I believe. Does it have an east lever? I'm checking myself here. Weight room is south. Secret garden is west. Yeah, no, it definitely does. Mechanarium, that was the one I forgot. So this will help us get closer to the east as well, without limiting our options. So let's go for it. So now we have the dining room unlocked. Alright, let's see, where's this coin? There it is. We could continue to explore, but we've got an opening in the drawing room and some other things to do in the back half. So I think we're going to do a bit of a loop here. More than likely we'll come back to this area, and we're going to want to anyway to go to the outer room through the garage, or we could even loop back outside of the house to the outer room and re-enter through the garage. I think that's kind of worth it at this moment. Even if we have to spend a few resources through those rooms in the past the drawing room, trying to get those 2 dice will help us a lot. And if we really want to guarantee success here, getting a power hammer is necessary. Yeah, we're going to go out this way. Power hammer will allow us to skip over the foundation. We won't need the foundation, though it is technically possible for us to draft it. It's very unlikely. We won't need the foundation, and it could also do a few other benefits for us, like if we get a secret garden key, guaranteeing 2 antechamber doors. All of which would be really, really nice. Let's hope we'll get lucky though. I think we kind of have to depend on getting lucky with these runs. There's not a great way to augment your luck, make it so you're prepared for those opportunities. There are some, not as much as in the normal game when you've built up some nice permanent bonuses. But doing things like getting those 2 dice will guarantee us the tomb, right? That's an example of making sure that, oh, fantastic, that we're getting what we need without the game having to give it to us. Okay. Billiard room is pretty good. Getting rid of lavatory or bunk room is going to be really important on this side. Doing it now, not a great idea. We could redraw, but I think that's a little greedy. I think the billiard room is more than good enough. I've never gotten the secret garden key here in a day 1 run. I know it's very possible, but I'm not expecting it. If we do get it here, I'd be very optimistic about this run. No secret garden key. 2 keys are still great, especially with a great hole. It's getting us much closer to that east antechamber door. Wow, that I think is a fantastic conference room. Now this is a good spot for some dead ends. Sorry if you can hear all that in the background. That's a great security door. Let's check that one out first. Now leaving our east wing options open would be nice. Getting a dead end through the security door would hurt a little bit, but not make the run impossible. Yikes. Okay, this hurts a lot. The mage chambers is not a dead end, but I need dice, and making things less likely right now, it hurts. Like, this is the last room that we draft. Whatever, not a big deal. Gets us 5 steps even. We don't need the coins, we don't even have a shop to make use of them. Like, if we had a commissary and it was selling gems, this would be worth it, but we don't. And drafting this will stop us from being able to get a commissary. That kind of leaves us with the only option left over. And we're gonna unlock this door. There is the commissary. All dead ends regardless. I don't mind getting the commissary here. It can get me a few resources, maybe even an item. But I could do the same elsewhere and take advantage of its door. I think we're just gonna go for the steps. We're gonna hope there's dice, and we're gonna get rid of it from our draft pool. Okay. Banana's pretty bad, not gonna lie. I am not happy to see that. Not happy to see that. Well, we're going back. Not the greatest detour. We did get 2 dead ends out of the way. But we used both of the keys that we got from the billiard room, so it's kind of a wash. Not really what you want to see. No battery pack or a broken lever. That's, I think, is going to be a problem, because we need both of them. So from here on, it seems like our best bet is to I mean, we could test our luck here in the Great Hall. There will most likely be some keys behind one of these doors. One of these two doors. Which means the lever is probably on this side. But we have to get there first anyway, so let's prioritize that. If we have to spend all of our keys to do it, then we had no chance anyway. And it looks like we didn't have a chance. Damn. Yeah, this officially locks us out of the east. Antechamber door. Is there anything we can do? Well, I'm gonna choose the office. Refund our gem. Get an upgrade disc for fun. Oop. I didn't even know you could close it all the way. We'll spread some gold to the conference room. I think it's so interesting. It's such a good kind of fake out that that they show you rooms that can't be upgraded, like the workshop and the vault, for example. Though I wish they could be. Well, let's try our luck with some of these doors. I had a feeling it was this one. Should have trusted my gut. Boo. Oh, nice. That didn't take us too many keys. Well, there's pretty much nothing we can do. I guess we could try to find something on this side. But we couldn't draft the foundation this way anyway. Yeah, that's the end of the run. See, maybe we'll get a secret garden key here. Actually, don't even know if you can from the locksmith. So much I don't know about this game. Prism key. That could have been useful. Well, I suppose the last thing we'll do is test our luck with the outer room. Maybe we'll get the tomb first try anyway. I have once or twice before. Remember one run in particular where things weren't going too great, and I didn't get the dice, but I got a lot of other things I needed. And I drafted, and I was like, this is my only shot, and there it was. The glorious tomb. Not here this time. And I almost did it. I really almost did it, that run. Well, time to call it a day. Some things went right, some things went wrong. I think the early veranda paid off very well with that courtyard. I think the closet was strong, giving us the key card, early nursery, all things considered, trunk in the bedroom. Good drawing room that saved us. We even got the dining room you know, the dining room gave us the ability to go back to utility closet and find search dark room. Garage came just in time. We had plenty of keys for the Great Hall. Sometimes all of those things don't amount to a success. But that's okay. 'Cause if you fail, you just gotta try again. I think if we had either gotten a secret garden key with that billiard room, maybe allowing us to get the secret garden instead of where that locksmith was, or somewhere along those lines, we could have, I don't know, gotten another option for the west antechamber door. Maybe if the dark room had a battery pack, we found a broken lever somewhere else. It's a lot of ifs, I know, but it's kind of the way you gotta think about it. What did you need? The workshop. If we had drafted the workshop, we could have gotten maybe one of those two pieces. The power hammer. Not a huge problem. Let's try one more time. Sorry about those sirens. I don't know if you can hear them in the background, but this opening is so
of the Mount
classic.
Holly Estate
I kind of never get tired of it.
publish and declare
I will skip here,
my last
but
will and testament,
highly recommend
and hereby
just
revoke all
listening,
wills
sitting back.
and codices
It's so immersive.
made by me.
Oh, Herbert. Kind of torturing your 14-year-old grandnephew here. Right. Day one. So if you notice, you always draft the same 3 rooms in your first draft. This is a pretty bad closet, I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate the gem, but it's not quite as important as a key. Thank you, Nook, for giving me that key. A good hallway to get me some options. I think we're gonna follow the key, the path of resources here. See where that leads us. Spare room is good, but I like the bedroom, not just for its effect, but getting us to the east wing could open up our options for a 3-door room, like it just did. Now, storeroom is more common than walk-in closet, so getting it out of the way will make our drafts slightly better. And it gives us 2 things that we want, that we need. Walk-in closet, though, might get us some good items. It could be a key card, a lockpick kit. It could give us, it'll more than likely refund the gem. So I'm not so worried about that. It's kind of just a better storeroom. So let's go for it. See how right I was. I did get an item, nice. Salt shaker. Whenever I eat food, gain 1 extra step. Whenever I collect some money, I get extra money. Speaking of food, this nice sugary cupcake will give me some energy. The energy my brain needs. Wow, kind of a strong courtyard. Yeah, I like it, but I think I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. I have this bedroom. Oh yeah, you might be wondering why I'm not unlocking that. It's probably worth it. I could definitely see a strategy where doing so immediately is what you want to do. But we want the sledgehammer anyway, and spending a key on it now might hurt us later. I think we're gonna do this bedroom. And coming back for it, at least right now, won't hurt too much. If we don't use a key over here and get a garage shortly, then we'll have to go back and maybe we could spend the key there now, or after I do that in that potential reality. This box is the middle box. No, it is not. Gems are in the middle box. Could be the case. This box is the middle box. No, it is not, which means both of those are false, and this one is true. This is the middle box, so this contains the gems. Ha 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 ha. I was hoping for that spare room. You really do have to sort of expect the best case scenario. Early veranda was great last time. We already drafted the courtyard, so we're not going to get the benefit, as much of a benefit. West Wing Hall is also great, but I think collecting items will be valuable. I don't know. I think spending the gems, they're going to come back to us. Okay, another trunk. That's not exactly what I want to see. Yikes. Alright, we're gonna go for the patio, and then we're gonna spend some steps. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, let's enter, just in case there was an item. Perfect. I don't have a shovel, but that salt shaker is coming in handy. We're gonna be back here, so I'm not gonna worry about the trunk. We're going to collect these gems and see what we can get on the east side of the house. Since I'll be back, I'm also not gonna worry about that trunk. Hey, there's a shovel. It's gonna be useful on the west side. Coin is not ideal, but it could be nothing. Turnip is fantastic. That salt shaker coming in handy again. I just realized I missed a gem in the veranda. Oopsie. Okay, not the greatest passageway. It's not a bad passageway either. But I think we're gonna do something a little risky and knock out this lavatory. I don't want to see that again. We have other ways of getting around here, like this pantry. This one is a little bit tricky. We're gonna lose a door either way. We can't really count on this dead end here to be useful. I don't mind losing coins with the chapel. Getting north is good, but I'm thinking of a world where we draft this drawing room and we use it and we redraw and we get a passageway. That would be so good. That would connect both sides for what that's worth, making it easier to get to garage. Oh yeah, I think it might be worth it. I'm betting on it being worth it. In fact, I'm betting this run, the life of this run, and your life because of that. Your time maybe more accurately, but um, either way, we're learning. This nice gem. Alright, the moment of truth. Not at all even remotely what we want to see. Okay, this is pretty reasonable. A choke point isn't great for this chapel, and by that I mean we're gonna use this a bit. Or at least I think so. I mean, the dining room is a better room. Hmm. For what reason do we have to go backward here? The bedroom. But if we've got the dining room, we might get the steps necessary to go back there once we get a sledgehammer. Alternatively, that would be only one reason to go back with the chapel, so we won't lose that many coins. My only worry is missing out on dining room in the future. Less concerned about spending more coins in the future. So I think we're gonna try that. Let's just hope these doors aren't locked. That would hurt us. Utility closet. Great room. What we want to see. We do not have a key card this time. So we're relying on security, which we didn't see last run. We need to see it this run. Security. Oh. But it's better to be lucky than good, for sure. That is quite literally perfect. I am missing out on some stuff in patio and veranda, some dig spots and a gem and that trunk, 2 trunks. Backtracking might be a good idea here. I'm gonna skip this, but if you want to see it, you gotta play it. Though I guess if you're watching this and you haven't played it, then you're seeing a lot of stuff here. That would, not you wouldn't see normally in the standard wordplay. We're gonna want this security level to be very high. We want it to be high because we've turned off the security system, and we've made it so the doors, when it's turned off, are unlocked. So we want to see as many of them as we can. Let's just see what's around here. 2 trunks, a gem. Yep, exactly what I think. I passed up on. Wow. I think dark room is not good, but could also be a little worse. We're right next to the utility closet. I would have rather drafted it up there to the north. But I can't complain. Taking the little victories here. Key is a bit disappointing. Good item, but not the item we wanted. Both battery pack and broken lever can spawn there, and those are really the big items we want. It's a fantastic chapel. Good thing we saved it. And some coins to boot. Now we need a garage. Let's manifest the garage. Are you manifesting? Let's find out. You weren't manifesting, you failed. You failed me, you failed yourself. It's okay, we'll try again. You know what, it was probably my fault. Luck is a skill. It's one I'm still working on. Now, this is a garage. This is a garage. You know what it is, actually, is an unlocked door. It's a stall. It's stalling. The garage is there, it's just shy. Okay. The garage is shyer than I thought it would be. Gymnasium is pretty good, though. I've turned it off with the utility closet. So we don't lose this. The steps. And we've got some running shoes, which I can show you. Will save us some steps. We lose less while traveling longer distances across the estate. Alright, it's our last chance. Man, you really hate to see that. Damn, that's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles, as they say. There's no chance we can get the garage on the east wing, unfortunately, and similarly, the top left corner, you cannot draft the garage there. I can prove it to you. No garage. So there is technically another way we can get to the antechamber without the garage. It would require us drafting the pump room, which we need to draft the pool for. So the likelihood is very extremely minuscule. But it's not zero. It's not zero. Though, I think if we want to do that, we should go back to the chapel. In fact, I'm almost tempted, since we have these shoes on. Patios are really far away. But we have a dining room open. We've got the shoes. I'm trying to think, we could get... Excuse me, we could get more keys, more steps, more coins. Another gem. I mean, we'll be spending those things too. It's kind of silly to go all that way, I think. I don't know what would be in a trunk that could guarantee the run. Yikes. Nothing. Okay. Let's hit the dining room over here. I think, yeah, let's hit the dining room. It's a little laggy. I guess we could have waited a little, maybe found the aquarium, saved a few steps backtracking if we found the pump room, which we would need the pool for. But something tells me it's not gonna matter. But there's always a shot, so we gotta make it work here. Gotta do what we can to make it possible. Drafting furnace doesn't help us right now. I mean, if we had the power hammer, it wouldn't be bad, because then we could get the weight room, which would get us into the antechamber. It just doesn't unlock the north door. Office is a dead end anyway, so I think we're gonna go with the nursery. Try to build up our steps. gem is always useful. Let's hope this is not a dead-end passageway. This is as good as we're gonna get. So let's go for it. Oh, security door, nice. Chances of doing a west lever almost 0 at this point. Though we haven't done the billiard room, and we're trying to make our way to the east side. Because there's a chance I'm gonna give myself the option. Go ahead and refund one of our gems here. Spread some coins to the conference room. And because you never know, upgrade a room as well. I think we've already drafted this, but in the case that we haven't, I think the keys will be most useful. Alrighty. Alright. Still one door we're moving toward. Moving through. Ah. That is too bad. Well, there's the billiard room. I believe that's the end of the run here. But we'll see if we could have gotten the secret garden key. That would be a first for me anyway. I know it's possible to get it and get it on that east side especially. It's just very elusive. It's very elusive. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so these day one runs are tricky. There's a ton of luck involved for sure. Some strategies help lessen the necessity of that luck. The dice is always the example I bring up. But there's some other ones, like starting with the closet and such. But it looks like things are coming to an end. Some stuff that went well for us today. I think our drafting was actually really good. It sucked that we couldn't connect to the patio, but we had plenty of items early. We only ran out of stuff right at the end there. We had plenty of items early. We had good dead ends. The closet and the utility closet connected like that. The dark room right next to right next to the utility closet, drafting security exactly when we needed it. I think the garage was the main inhibitor here. But I think we just got a little unlucky with some of those items early, the special items early, and finding the right stuff at the right time. Well, thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoy. I'm hoping to do a few more of these. It would be awesome to record the run in which I do it. That would feel, oh my gosh, that'd feel so cool to show people that. But it'll be pretty occasional, I think, that I come back to this. But I hope you enjoy the chill video and blueprints. Definitely check it out if you haven't. But if you have, try some of these runs. Maybe you'll do it before I will. Alright, have a good rest of your day or night, and see you soon.